Monday on Home and Family, the host of Cake Wars Christmas, Jonathan Bennett, joins us. And musician Brandon Jenner is performing.
Maybe it's cold outside, or maybe a little warm in Orly's case. A cozy and creative way to keep your guests warm in your home during the holidays is by hosting a coffee bar.
Yes.
Having a coffee bar and teaming up. What's better than coffee for one? Coffee for two.
Or Debbie coffee for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you
Debbie
go.
and Dan have teamed up. They're going to show us how we can put on a really wonderful coffee bar.
We did team up. The first thing you want to do is make sure that your coffee bar is festive. You want it to be inviting. So you want to have these cute little accoutrements out, you know, some little gingerbread cookies. We have some Rice Krispie treats, some Christmas cookies over here, candy canes if you want to use them as stirs.
And actually, speaking of stirs, our prep chef Shanti set out some of these. These are my favorite. These are our little chocolate cubes that melt into your coffee.
And it makes it a mocha.
I'll take one of those.
Right? Some biscotti. Here you go. You pass the biscotti out. There you go.
Discuss. Yeah.
So, of course, you also want to make sure that you have really great coffee, because the better the coffee is going to taste, or coffee grounds. And you also want to have a really great coffee maker. I know that may sound strange, but the better the coffee maker, it will also make your coffee taste better. Today we are using the Ninja Coffee Bar system. This is really an amazing machine. It basically does everything for you, and it makes you feel like you've had a barista make your coffee. Oh. I'm going to make a caramel macchiato forte, but first I want to tell you a little bit about this machine. It has a hot and cold milk frother. It has 6 brew sizes, 5 brew types. It has an exclusive Cafe Forte brew, which amplifies the natural flavor of your favorite coffee. And the way it does that is with this system they have called the thermal flavor technology. All you have to do is push the button on the machine, and it changes the richness of the coffee. So if you touch classic brew, it'll be your regular old classic brew, nice and smooth. But if you touch rich brew, it's going to extract more coffee for a more intense flavor.
Yes. Interesting.
What did I tell you? It's pretty impressive. This is
know,
not your mom's coffee machine.
I would want to hide it and then just go make it and bring it out and give it to my guests. And they're like, you are fantastic.
Okay, so I'm going to start making the caramel macchiato forte. And while I do that, Dan, you were going to explain the science behind some of this.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, for me, the perfect cup of coffee comes down to 3 elements. The first one is the quantity of water. The second is the temperature of your water. And the third is something called bloom. So that first one, the quantity.
I'm sorry, you said bloom?
Bloom.
Bloom. Okay, go ahead.
We'll get to that. The quantity of water, really we're talking about a ratio here. How much water to the coffee grounds do you want to use? If you like a thinner cup of coffee, obviously you're using more water. Temperature is really important and so often overlooked. We think we just want to boil our water. Water boils at 212 degrees, which is far too hot for coffee. You're going to get a very bitter flavor at 212. The ideal range is between 195 and 205.
Oh.
And thirdly, bloom. Bloom is something that's interesting that you normally wouldn't do at home, but I want to suggest that you do. You actually just wet your grounds a little bit before you pour all of the water through. And for about 20 seconds to 90 seconds, just let them sit with some warm water. That really lets those grounds develop a lot of flavor before you start dripping it into your coffee.
Do you have them ground like ahead of time?
I grind at home for each cup.
Really?
Well, for each brew each morning. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Wonderful. Wonderful.
And do you notice how you can do 1 cup at a time? I really love this.
Yeah, so you can make a pot of coffee in that and like a single situation.
Oh, no, I make individuals for all my guests. Because I prefer to have individual ones to impress them.
Okay, so now as that brews, we want to froth the milk. Dan has the milk in the microwave. I'm not a big fan of microwaves, but I will, for this purpose, allow him to do it. He likes to warm up the milk a little bit.
Do you judge?
No, I don't judge. You know why? I don't know the science behind why it froths. I just know it tastes good and it looks real fancy. So I'm just going to do what he tells me to do.
Well, all right.
Here's the frother, by the way, before he gets into that.
Yeah,
before he gets into that, I want to show you, look at this handy dandy frother. It's right there. It just pop, just like that. And then you put the frother
it's all built right in.
And it's just the button. You just push it. Now go on, science man. Tell them the science.
What is happening?
If you could see what's happening in the milk in the microscopic level, what you'd see is that milk is a system of tiny fat droplets that's suspended in water. And as you agitate it, the coating around those fat droplets begins to disintegrate. And then those fat droplets, they start to link together and they trap air. So that's a bubble, right? Air trapped by fat cells. And slowly it starts to grow in volume.
Wow. I felt like he just described me, just a bunch of fat bubbles all
growing in volume.
Listen, you ate the whole bundt cake.
That happens a lot around here, unfortunately. Look at how frothy and beautiful that is.
It is beautiful. It is perfect.
You ready for this?
All right, that's impressive.
Very ready.
Oh, look at that.
Wow. All right.
And of course, it would not be the perfect
Oh, wow.
macchiato like you were at a coffee shop if you didn't add that extra caramel. Would you like to do the
caramel.
honors?
Look at this. On top
ahead.
it goes.
And if you want to be real fancy, you can make a design with a toothpick.
Is that how they do that?
That's how they do it.
Wow.
You could spell my name?
We could. Well, now it's too late because we've made a sort of festive leaf. Would you like to try some?
I love the little mustache it gives you when you're done with it. It's always,
The coffee mustache?
oh, that's delicious.
Very nice.
You know what? There's so many great conversations happen over a cup of coffee.
They really do.
Like, let's sit down and have a cup of coffee and let's talk.
Cheers to that.
Yeah.
Cheers, everybody.
Cheers to a wonderful holiday
Cheers.
season
Cheers.
over a cup of coffee. Fantastic.
Happy
More
holidays.
information on the Ninja Coffee Bar system
Oh,
that
that's
we just
good.
showed you and more delicious drink recipes, you can simply stop by ninjacoffeebar.com.
You like
We're going
it?
to come back and he's got some wonderful ideas, doesn't he?
Yes, we're going to bring our little warm coffees out to the Shire, and I'm going to show you how to make some holiday gnomes.